you understand?
Hey everybody, I'm Tony Jones, and welcome to the Tony Jones Show.
There's just not enough people are willing to take the risk. It's just sort of a herd mentality, a lemming-like mentality. If you don't go with the flow, you're anti-American and therefore a suspect.
The Tony Jones Show, featuring punk, rockabilly, psychobilly, and Providence, Rhode Island's finest, starts right now.
He's a dangerous militia member, I hear. Oh, and there she blows.
Friends, the time for mediocrity in broadcasting is over. My name is Tony Jones, and you are tuned in to the Tony Jones Show, your destination for talk and rock, online at tonyjones.org, on Facebook, facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, on the almighty Twitter at Tony Jones in RI. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me. We are, of course, live and local, and we just kicked off with the re-release of the Misfits Project 1950. The re-release added a few 50s tracks. You heard You Are the Devil in Disguise. Of course, we'll have some local music for you throughout the hour. We will be talking to Chuck from Senior Discount, returning to the studio. He's been on with me, not in this very studio. He's been on the Tony Jones Show when we were in, yes, kids, if you can remember, this still exists, when we were in the AM radio station studio, and now we are in the sleek, sexy, newly designed Rhode Island Free Radio studios tonight. Chuck, thanks for swinging by.
How you doing?
So you have a huge show coming up, a few huge shows coming up, and let's kind of work backwards. Let's talk about the show coming up with the Met, because this is not a concept album. This is a concept show, if you will, right? Tell us about that.
Well, basically, we've been around for a long time. Honestly,
At first, I was kind of shying away from the actual number, but it's our 11-year anniversary show. So we've been around. We kind of considered ourselves to really have formed a cohesive unit as a band in 2004 in June.
I wish I could get bandmates that would last with me for 11 weeks. That would be fantastic.
Oh, I've been there. It's funny, too, because actually we have changed members over the years, but the two people that are in the band have kind of been around for a lot of the journey, too, as different parts of it. The two newest guys. 11 years ago, and that's kind of when I first felt like the band was not only a cohesive unit, I guess, but we had like a sense of professionalism and like a real idea about what we wanted to bring to the stage and what we wanted to bring to music. And that's kind of when I figure Senior Discount was formed and birthed. So this is the 11-year anniversary, and what we're doing. It's funny because I'll be honest about it. What happened was we came up with this idea about doing a Halloween show where every band in the show was a different band for the whole night. And I know that other bands have done that before, but I think it's just a fun thing. It's a fun thing. It's a fun thing to do. I've never really done that. We don't really we've done covers, but I'd say we've really done like 3 covers, 3 or 4 covers in the past 11 years. And the point has always been to take a song like Kiss the Girl from Little Mermaid or Girls Just Want to Have Fun and change it and make it our own. So we wanted to do a cover set, for the first time for this Halloween idea. Our bassist Abe worked at a Halloween store and was like, yo, Halloween season is our Christmas season. And so, not a Halloween store, the Party City, like a party store. It's like Halloween time is our Christmas season, so I can't do it. And at the same time, we were like, you know what, let's do our own show, a headlining show, which we only do every couple of years for our anniversary. And we're like, maybe we can just take that idea of doing the whole night of cover sets and do it for our anniversary show, because we consistently play sets out, so just playing an extra 25 minutes of our own music is fun, but we wanted something more different than that. So we came up with the idea of doing our anniversary show and doing a Blink-182 set of all Blink-182 songs as opposed to Senior Discount songs. So we said, can we get other bands to do other bands that will fit in? So we got our buddies in Sound Off to do Green Day. We got we got a bunch of our random friends around the music scene to get together to do a Goldfinger tribute set, which would be great. And some new friends of ours in Premiere from Massachusetts are going to do a Yellow Card set to open it. So the whole night is going to be a lot of regional bands, independent artists doing this big mainstream music. And part of the draw for me was the idea of when we started out 11 years ago, we promoted with physical flyers, physical CDs, going around talking to people. Yes,
kids, we used to, back in our day, we used to actually have to drive down to the club, talk to the owner face-to-face, and convince said owner or booker or whoever it was to give us a show.
Right, exactly.
It was painful.
Yeah, and we also had to go back down there weekend after weekend to convince kids to come out. And I think that was better for the music scene because you got to know people who didn't know about you or about the bands you're playing with, the type of music you're playing, whatever. And now it's a lot more invite people on Facebook, tweet people on Twitter, but you're only talking to the people who already like you and already know about you for the most part. It's hard to get to new people that way. So the idea of this is, maybe this is 4 independent bands from New England playing the music of these, huge bands where even if you don't know any of these 4 bands or you haven't been to the Met or you're not really aware of a local music scene, you might know Blink-182 or Green Day or Goldfinger or Yellow Card, and you might come down to say, I'd love to see that music played live and get to experience these bands all for the first time, and hopefully that'll inspire some new people that don't know about the local music scene and don't go out to shows actively to come out for the first time and see that there's these very talented musicians that are playing around where they live. So
back to the original concept, what was the Senior Discount Halloween set going to be?
Well, we wanted to do, it's funny because it started out as, before it was a cover set, we wanted to do just Halloween stuff. I'm like, instead of a show, let's have a party. We'll have a party all night as opposed to opening bands. We'll do a raffle where you can smash a pumpkin on one of the band members' heads during the set. I thought that was good. We were going to do a costume contest. So it started out as a party. But eventually it turned into, what if we were just kind of masquerading as different bands? And then it turned into this idea.
It's interesting, too. You talked a little bit about Sound Off, and I've noticed with Senior Discount, you kind of do, not trying to toot my own horn, but you kind of do the same thing that I've tried to do over the years, is kind of take an up-and-coming, a newer band, and kind of take them under your wing and kind of guide them through?
Absolutely. I think, Sweet Babylon is another band that's happened with the guys from Bad Larry. Same thing, where Bad Larry's been around forever, and now Paul from Bad Larry just produced their new album. And I think that's one of the most important. I mean, one of the most important things about being a local musician. But it's funny because there is like a selfish element of it, where it's like, well, new bands come up, and just because they're a new band, I think more people are like, oh, I'll check out these different new bands. So becoming friends with those bands and playing with those bands, I think, is an important part of keeping the music scene open and kind of like as a community. But B, it's really good for both sides of it, because you have the people who already trust you and have already been to shows to see a band that's like more established, as well as new people who are coming in to see a new band that they've never heard of. So I think it's the way to go for everybody.
And I mean, hopefully it exposes both sides to a potential new audience.
Exactly. That's exactly the way I think about it.
Of course, you always take the risk of the younger kids thinking that you suck.
Or the other way around. No, I love those guys.
It happens a lot.
No, I love everybody. I mean, everybody. It's fun too, because everyone's kind of at a different point in time. Different people, they get into music and they kind of get their own likes and dislikes and ways of doing things. And one of the best things about dealing with newer, younger bands, and there's tons of them right now, is seeing different bands go in different directions. I went to actually the Sweet Babylon CD release, and they did a lot of really, really interesting stuff. For their CD release, that was great. They did a slow, like, reggae version of She Has a Girlfriend Now from Real Big Fish into Earth Angel, which is, I was like, oh, that's so cool. It's such a great thing. So, it's honestly the lifeblood of music is kind of diversity, and so it's better to do that, I think.
I've always advocated for, and I think we talked about this last time you were in. I've always advocated for and been a huge supporter of the mixed genre shows, especially when you can get the crowd to stick around when the other genre's up there and not go out and smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, I agree. I do think that there's a thing where it's like, if you have a show, if your show lasts anywhere from 2.5 to 4 hours, depending on how many bands there are, it does get kind of tiring when every band, sounds the same. Even 4 great bands in the same genre are going to kind of sound the same, so I think it's more fun to have that diversity.
I mean, especially for myself, coming from kind of a horror punk scene, and I love the stuff, but how long can I hear woes throughout the course of a night? How many woes can I hear? You can at least, mix up the genre just a tad.
I completely agree.
Throughout the course of the night. And speaking of Halloween time, it's just sometimes it can be brutal around that time of year. And that's a perfect segue to the horror punk band that I have queued up next. You're tuned into the Tony Jones Show. We'll be talking with Chuck from Senior Discount throughout the broadcast this evening. But before that, I do have some Senior Discount queued up for you. Before we get to that, we're going to hear from my pals, the Butchers. Here's Man Man right here on the Tony Jones Show.